All right, guys, 2 days till the Smoky 500. Need to get a permanent USB adapter on the Himalayan here, so let me show you what we're doing. Oh, I am down. What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming back. We're gonna do a quick little install of a USB port on the Himalayan today. I've been needing it for a while, but we are getting ready for the Smoky 500, then Georgia Traverse. A little bit longer trips, and I need to make sure I'm just not pulling from some battery banks in my backpack. So we're gonna get one wired up. So you can see I got the seat off, got a couple things started, and let me show you what I have in mind. A million ways to do this. I wanted one that can power off, turn power on and off, so it's not draining or do anything to the battery as well. Let's take a look. All right, first of all, if that comes out, you can see it does have the power ports for the higher charge, and then the quick charge 3.0. But this right here is an on and off with a voltmeter. So I'm really hoping that will not give me any grief. I'll be able to test it for a few days before the trip. My thought, if I can get it in there correctly, is to go ahead and put it right there. Nice open spot. I'm gonna have to use zip ties, so hopefully that works correct enough. Not much else I can do, especially kind of last minute up against a trip, but I think I'd go with this one anyway. I do have the wires pulled right here up through the tank and up already. I did pull those, what I found out, which is awesome. If you just have a long zip tie, or in my case, taped two zip ties together so I won't have a larger piece in the middle, and you feed it directly underneath the tank, you'll get it to come out right here with a little ease above the neck. So you don't have to take the gas tank off. You can ride right up there and wire it up. So the wiring wasn't too bad at all. I'm gonna get this put back in place, connected, and let's see if it will go. We're kind of where I'm looking at. A few choices to choose from, but this will definitely give me, right now all my trips and everything I'm doing is just with a battery bank in my tank bag. I think a lot of people are doing that, but for sustainability and to make sure I have power on these longer trips, it's just, I got to make a change on that. So hopefully this go good. I'll show you below in a link the model that I went with. I do think it's important for the on or off. When I still have my GPS connected full time, I'm having some issues, so I'm making a little change there as well. So let's wrap it up, get it installed, and see if this works out. All right, I'm using a waterproof connection on both sides, even underneath the seat. Possibly is a little bit of an overkill, but I'd rather have that than have any interruptions. So I got to cramp this and then just use a heat gun to pop that back in there to have that kind of mold down as well. All right, all the connections are made, just finishing heat shrinking for the waterproofing, and I moved the connection for the USB just a little bit. I'll show you here. Let me get this done. I was attempting to get it right here. Really could not find the best connections, so I moved it down to the side. Let's see, I have it right here, a little bit lower on the metal, so the connection's a little bit stronger. From what I can tell, moving the handlebars, there really is no interaction with it. Plenty of clearance. So in the end, this should work fine. We will probably soon find out, but I think there's plenty of clearance for the cables, and it's a much more secure location. When I had it connected to the Tripper GPS, there's just a lot of movement still on it. So get this connected to the battery and tested. I've been driving for a long time off of battery banks, so this will be a nice change. The main thing is on the motorcycle, I always recommend something with a complete on and off button, just to make sure there's no drainage. We'll see. I'm going to put a voltmeter to it and test that out, and I'll let you know. But it has an on and off button directly connected, so that should take care of any drain. But I'm going to get the seat put back on and plug in the phone. Hopefully we're a go. All right, so yeah, this has been interesting. Brought the cables through on the top right here, not down there where the seat connects. Let's see if I can get a little better picture of that. Seat connects on the bottom portion, cables on the top. When I was putting my seat back on, it was fitting tight. I thought I had gone in the place where the seat connects, and I was not. So I cut my cables to redo them and then found out I was in the wrong spot. So The worst part is I'm working just with a horrible pair of wire dikes today, but frustrations are high because I'm an idiot. But almost done with the project. Now I just got to heat shrink and make connections again. So I'll be right back once again. Okay, other than my ridiculous cable mistake of not having a cable mistake and then cutting it and then having to redo it. Pretty simple, especially with the little zip tie trick. Run it right underneath the gas tank, get it up there. That being said, a little frustration with my cable mistake. I am up and running. It is powering on and off. I checked a voltmeter. It looks like it's turning completely off. I've also changed my carpy ride, my GPS, to hopefully have a little better result and not have any little issues with that either. So we're just gonna put it back together. Well, it took it for one hell of a test. Just got back from a 900-mile adventure through the Georgia Traverse, handful of connection trails over to the Smoky 500 and back home. And it worked perfectly, no drain on the battery. As I mentioned, powered off perfectly, and that's why the bike is now bare, no bags. I had to wash it up. This was a muddy mess. That was a ton of fun. I'll link up here for my part 1 video, my playlist on that adventure. And yeah, that was great. We're out for 7 days. There's no way I would have wanted to rely on battery banks and having to find a way to charge. So worked perfectly. All is good. I love the location. And we'll end it here, guys. So go ahead and hit the like button, leave a comment. I've always do something wrong. And hit the subscribe if you enjoy these videos. Appreciate you coming along for the adventure. Have a great night and keep adventuring yourself, guys. We'll see you next time.